York Common Pantry reduces hunger and promotes dignity, health, and self-sufficiency throughout New York City, providing groceries, nutrition education, and case management to help participants find housing and other vital services.
Hey, y'all! Welcome back! This is already a bad start. How do we do this again?
What was... I don't know, it's on you!
I feel like I need to get my groove back.
What, you didn't practice on the week off?
Nope, but I did learn how to say I love you in 5 different languages.
Oh, you give us some examples.
I already forgot them. What did you do on the week off, Andy?
Well, I feel pretty good about eating a bag of Doritos every day.
Spicy nacho?
Yeah.
Yum. Okay, let's do this. Episode 6!
How did you know it was spicy nacho?
Lucky guess. Let's kick things off with Broadway's multi-talented Christiani Pitts.
I'll be on the hotline like every day, making sure the DJ know what I want him to play. You know I got my top back and my beat low, rocking my stunner shades and turning up my radio. Turn up my radio. I think I'm in love with my radio, 'cause it never lets me down. And I fall in love with my stereo whenever I hear that sound. Whenever I hear that sound. The only one that Papa allowed to hang out in my room. With the door closed, we'd be alone, and Mama never freaked out when she heard it go boom. 'Cause she knew we were in the zone. Hold him in my arms and look out of my window under the moonlight, and he keeping me close, so I never let him go. He's got a place in my heart. I'm in love with my radio, 'cause it never lets me down. I fall in love with my stereo whenever I hear that sound. Whenever I hear that sound. Whenever I hear, and I get into my car, turning up, then I hear vibrations all up in my trunk, and the bass line be rounding through my sheets, and the crazy feelings start tapping in. I get butterflies when I hear the DJ playing the stuff I like. I fall deeper in love with every song he plays. He's got a place in my heart with my radio. Come on, it never lets me down. And I fall in love with my stereo whenever I hear that sound. Whenever I hear that sound with my stereo. The hotline like every day, making sure the DJ know what I want him to play. You know I got my top back and my zero, watching my stunner shades. Turn up my radio, turn up my radio. I think I'm in love with my radio, 'cause it never lets me down. I fall in love with my stereo whenever I hear that sound.
Proper nutrition is important. to your physical and mental well-being because it provides the fuel and building blocks for your body to function normally. I recommend to patients and family a healthful diet such as the Mediterranean, DASH, or MIND diet. Each has its benefits, so I encourage you to check them out and talk with your primary care physician to see which one might be best for you.
Andy, we're rolling. It's on.
What?
We're rolling.
Oh, God. Hold on.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I'm excited too. Boston area restaurateur Dave Becker and his daughter are going to whip up a scrumptious-looking meal.
How do you not realize
That this is going to be fun? Watch this.
My name's Dave Becker, and I'm the chef owner at Sweet Basil in Needham, Massachusetts, Juniper in Wellesley, Massachusetts, and Bologna in Waltham, Massachusetts. And what I'd like to show everybody how to make is just a quick chicken dish, and it's just a braised chicken thigh over couscous with some dried fruit. And I'll be accompanied by my little sous chef Beatrix, and she helps me a lot in the kitchen. Beatrix and I are gonna cook some chicken tagine and some pasta. So what we have is some homemade couscous. It's basically like spaghetti that's just cut really, really small, but it's actually good for kids to eat. With like a lot of like Mediterranean dishes, you end up with like put some dried fruit and some curry and turmeric, and I'm gonna set a little bit aside for her with just some butter and cheese, and everybody will be happy. I have chicken thighs. I prefer chicken thighs. They're like way more flavorful than whole wheat flour. And what I like about this is actually like grown in Maine and gristed in Lynn, Massachusetts. So it's like really cool. Like nobody does that anymore. So what I do too is I'm gonna season both the chicken and the breading. A lot of the time when you go out to dinner, what's missing, when something is missing at all, is like just plain old salt and pepper. So even if you don't cook with a lot of butter, I use butter to tell me when the pan's hot. And it's not a lot of butter, it's just enough to let you know that the pan is ready to not stick. So I'm basically gonna cook the chicken until it's almost burnt. And the way I described it is like, the more color you get, the more flavor you get. I'm just gonna do half of the onion for the chicken. I'll roast that in the oven and I'm gonna cut it up. Anybody that knows me knows I love garlic and I put a lot in there. So I'm gonna probably put more than I should, but it's okay. So you can see it's starting to burn. You get some of the burnt onions. And then what I'll do, add a little red wine, vinegar. And that just makes it so your mouth waters. So now I have the chicken going. I'm gonna put it in the oven, and now we have a little time for an 80s dance party.
I got something to tell ya, huh? Hey everybody, let's join the party! I got something to tell everyone. The baby's on the screen. The baby's on the screen. The baby's on the screen. And she dances. Oh, she dances.
Oh, we have to get back to the recipe. Thanks, Dave. That looked and smelled delicious.
Smelled?
I'm so hungry right now. Minita, eat something. Oh, Minita!
You gotta stop doing that!
Here's Minita teaching us how to set achievable goals for ourselves. Where are those Doritos?
In episode 5, we talked about personal growth. So maybe now you're feeling ready to set some goals. If you're wanting to set a healthy goal for yourself, consider this. Make it specific. Take a moment to clearly identify and define what your goal is and how you'd like to achieve it. Then make it measurable. Develop a system to keep track of where you're at. For example, how much time will I spend, or how will I quantify where I'm at with my goal each day? Your goal also wants to be actionable, so make sure you have access to all of the resources you need to accomplish your goal. And it wants to be relevant. Ask yourself how your goal aligns with your personal mission. That way you'll be more driven to accomplish your goal. And finally, it wants to be time-based. Establish a deadline for yourself. I recommend setting weekly goals. That way we can celebrate progress and also recalibrate as needed. Specific, measurable, actionable, relevant, time-based. Now that's a smart goal.
Thanks, Minita. I wonder what I could apply that to in my life.
You don't think there's anything you could do to clean up your act?
Like what?
You look like Dorito Joker!
Oh?
No, this is not a new character for you to try out.
When you bring me out, can you introduce me as Jokerito?
There is no way I'm ever calling you that.
Let's put some Doritos on that face.
Before this nightmare goes any further, let's get back to Christiani with your questions from Instagram.
In a script, I just read through to make sure I enjoy it personally, just like as a viewer, just seeing if I'm interested in the story. And then as far as the character that I'm being asked to play, I look for the similarities that I have with them as a person, just because I feel like you can do your best work if you're being really true to what the work is. Give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. That's first and foremost. Don't, comparison is the thief of joy. So the first thing I do is I take care of my own body as opposed to comparing it to everything else. Oh, a blessing. After I graduated college, I did a cruise ship and I got to travel all over Europe and sort of hone in the skill set that you need, to the stamina that you need to perform in a show 8 shows a week. I'm so blessed. I've been living in the city for a little less than a year, and the show called Bronx Tale came about, and like I was saying earlier, I read the script and I felt like so connected to one of the little girls on the show named Denise and Jane, and I went and gave my all, and I was so lucky enough to get that show. And that was my Broadway debut. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for asking me questions. If I could just leave you with anything, it's to continue to give yourself grace in this time. Have fun, listen to your body, listen to your mind, and do whatever it is that you need to do to fuel it and take care of it. Y'all stay safe.